This Asian guy has no fear roasting the most famous chefs in the world.
Silken tofu.
Tofu? Why your tofu in juice box? Who make your tofu, Capri Sun?
And he doesn't care how successful they are.
This is going to send Uncle Roger into overdrive.
What?
If they disrespect Asian food,
Chili jam. It's
What I tell you, it's not Asian ingredient.
they get roasted.
No. Putting jam in rice. This is disgusting.
Nightfall, meet Uncle Roger.
Hello, niece and nephew. It's Uncle Roger.
There's a huge chance you've already seen a video of him being bluntly funny like this.
This garlic looks so much like burn victim. Uncle Roger wanna start a GoFundMe for it. I didn't know you could make garlic look like it lived through Chernobyl. Hiya.
Right now, Uncle Roger is one of the most iconic Asian figures on the internet, gathering hundreds of millions of views just for his reactions.
The adobo looking okay. All that left to do is to make plain, simple white rice. And you still up. Hiya.
He dresses like an Asian uncle. He speaks with a thick Cantonese-like accent.
In Asia, almost every meal has soy sauce. How you live your life?
And he says many jokes that mostly Asians will understand.
We treat garlic like we treat our children. They never enough.
That's why, as soon as he rose to a super viral fame, people even started wearing Uncle Roger Halloween costumes, and someone even opened a restaurant inspired by him. But a few offended snowflakes also ask, isn't Uncle Roger an actual Asian himself, mocking Asians even more with his comedy? This journalist called it a throwaway racism.
Okay. At least he take his shoe off in house. That very Asian.
Well, I'm sorry, but this video will silence all Uncle Roger haters.
If you feed this rice to starving person, even starving person will say, I choose to die.
This is the untold story of the Asian internet icon, Uncle Roger. First thing you gotta know, Uncle Roger is just a character.
Uncle Roger put my leg down from chair.
And it's actually interesting because the story of the guy who plays him, Malaysian comedian Nigel Ang, is quite stereotypically Asian too. Unlike the simple Asian uncle he plays, Nigel used to work as a data scientist.
I was doing that at the daytime and then I would just go off and do my shows at night.
But for years he was pursuing comedy, a career that would make any typical Asian parent afraid for their son's future.
I got a few chuckles my first gig. That gave me enough delusion for me to keep going.
This until Nigel stumbled upon an idea that he didn't know would change his life. He started playing an alter ego, Uncle Roger, a sassy Asian uncle who always wore his orange polo shirt, cargo shorts, and phone case belt.
You slept so satisfying. Sometimes I sleep next to the rice after my wife left.
But it wasn't until one fan sent him a bad egg fried rice video to react to that Uncle Roger became an internet sensation.
She draining rice with colander. Hi. First join the finger. That's how you measure the water, not with British teacup. Hiya.
This video alone got 36 million views. And since then, people just kept wanting to see more.
Egg fried rice only have 3 ingredients. Egg, fry, and rice, and you still mess up.
Millions, especially Asians watching, were enjoying the fact that this character reminded them of their own relatives.
Uncle Roger never measure because Asian people, when we cook, we don't measure. We just use feeling.
That finally someone was brave enough to call out white people, no matter who they are, if they didn't give Asian cuisine justice.
Why you putting random into your rice? You put coriander seed in like this, your adobo gonna be more sour than my ex-wife. Nephew Simu, Uncle Roger, big fan of Shang-Chi.
Oh, thank you so much, Uncle Roger. I'm a big fan of the way that you roast white people.
People appreciated that someone was embracing uniquely Asian things, that maybe some Asians themselves were forced to hide their culture for fear of judgment.
Only Asian people can handle shrimp paste. It's an Asian privilege. No, she's stirring the uncooked rice. No, oh my god!
Like their thick accent or their stinky or weird cuisine.
Niece and nephew, if you don't know durian, it is the king of fruit from Uncle Roger, home country Malaysia. Smells so bad, but tastes so good. Complete opposite of body wash.
But here, Uncle Roger celebrates it, as it should be. But, like I told you, all of this frankness also came with a price. As all comedians experience in their careers, Nigel was supposedly cancelled many times for his spicy jokes.
The one fruit from Laos, Cambodia. Laos food like version of Thai food.
The Tourism Board of Cambodia even asked him for an apology, and his social media accounts got banned in China.
China, good country, good country. This nephew got Huawei phone, they all listening.
So, to finally answer the snowflakes, the sensitive people, is Uncle Roger mocking Asians with his comedy? Is he racist, as some people write in the articles? Before I answer this, I just want to ask you for something. 69% of you are watching Project Nightfall and are not following us. Nightfam, please do it now. Go and follow us, as we are trying to hit 20 million followers by the end of this year. If you like what we do, follow now. Now, back to Nigel. Of course, it's a no!
I'm lifting Asian culture up because if you look at the content of what I'm saying, you know, it's about like how to make Asian food correctly.
Because there's a clear difference between someone who's not Asian mocking Asian things and an actual Asian embracing real experiences he obviously grew up with. And then there's also the aspect of comedy. It's comedy, people. Stop getting offended by comedy. Stop limiting it. Stop censoring. Stop canceling everyone who hurts your feelings. The irony in so many of these things is that more often than not, it is the white people who fight for the Asians, the white people who feel offended for the Mexicans and black people. We need to stop with this snowflake approach.
An accent is not a stereotype, people just conflate the two.
Yeah,
Right?
like it's about intent, in my opinion. Chinese people love it. They think it's hilarious.
It's their dad. You're playing their dad.
I mean, we have to remember that for a long time, especially for Asians living overseas, they've been taught to minimize their culture, to hide their weird lunchboxes, to learn to cover their thick accents, to sound more acceptable to white people.
Remember, Uncle Roger is doing a comedy video? So don't go attacking anyone after this, okay?
We need to share this video and support comedians like Nigel, because even he himself was a victim of anti-Asian hate.
And he just hopped off his bicycle and came at me really aggressively, you know, sort of walking towards me. So he just wanted to punch me and he just started hitting me.
So yes, nieces and nephews, may Uncle Roger remind all of you that your uniqueness is always worth celebrating. Embrace your culture. And, like I have always personally advocated, embrace your accent.
Everybody should use the word haya. Increase your vocabulary.
Because if anyone has any right to celebrate it by having fun with it, it should be the very people who have always known it by heart.